Welcome to The Adoption Show, where every week we shine a light on the incredible journey of shelter dogs and the heroes helping them find their forever home. Across the country, we meet thousands of dogs waiting for a second chance. Here, we meet the dedicated individuals and organizations making that possible. Join us as we explore heartwarming stories of hope, resilience, and the unbreakable bond between humans and their canine companions. This is more than just a show, it's a movement, and together we can make a difference, one adoption at a time. You ready, guys? Let's go!
On the Adoption Show, saving lives is fun together. On the Adoption Show,
Welcome to The Adoption Show. I'm Amber Aquart, and this is where compassion meets cuteness and second chances come together. Each week we feature dogs from shelters nationwide, and when you adopt through us, we'll send you a gift full of goodies to start your journey off right. Let's go meet the dogs waiting for someone just like you.
Every dog deserves a loving family, and we're helping Mrs. Potts find hers. This 10-year-old retriever mix still has plenty of love to give. She enjoys cozy naps, squeaky toys, and peaceful strolls. Her gentle wisdom brings comfort during life's hardest moments, whether it's cozying up on the couch or lifting your spirits with her adorableness. You will not find a more easygoing companion than Mrs. Potts. If you're looking for a best friend to enjoy the simple things in life with, Mrs. Potts is waiting for you at the Humane Society of North Texas.
Dubby loves a lot of things, and one of his favorite activities is walks around our community animal center with volunteers. He can't wait for the day he's strolling by your side in your neighborhood. This smiley 9-year-old fella is a great walker and is so proud of his sit and stay. At 56 pounds, he's the perfect size for outdoor adventures. He's one smart cookie and can't wait to learn more. His favorite game is fetch, and he's in heaven with a tennis ball or toy to bounce around with.
Hello everyone. So I want to introduce you to Lulu here. Lulu! Hi Lulu! This is Lulu, and she is 5 years old, and she is available at the Calvert Humane Society. You can see she's very playful. Okay, Lulu is a pointer mix. She's about 5 years old. She loves to play and be outside. She's a very sweet girl. Lulu, hi. How are you? Can you sit for me? Lou, sit. Yes, what a good girl. Good girl.
Introducing Toupee. Toupee is an independent boy who's not clingy, but he absolutely does enjoy hanging out with his favorite people with a good play session. He has a big goofy side and is sure to put a smile on your face and make you laugh out loud. He's a grown-up somewhere between 5 and 6 years old. He has some really nice dog skills. He walks nicely on a leash. He takes treats gently and can sit like a boss. He loves to be adventurous and go out for nice long walks and play on our agility equipment. He does cheat though, and will go under things he's supposed to go over and go over things he's supposed to go under. But you know, he's having fun, so who cares? Toupee is more than ready to find his own personal home with his own people. So if you're interested in adopting a quirky and fun boy like Toupee, he's available for adoption at Bay Area Pet Adoptions, located in San Leon, Texas.
This is Monty. He looks like he's seen some things because he has. He's got a scowl of a disgruntled DMV employee and the soul of a tired mall security guard. He has spent the past 9.5 years in and out of the shelter system, and he is over it. His senior meatball is ready to hang up his leash and retire in peace, preferably on your couch. This is what Monty brings to the table. He's fully house-trained, couch-trained, and life-trained. He doesn't bark, but he does grumble. He will follow you around like a suspicious but loyal shadow. He will press his snoot into your leg when he wants a treat, walk, or existential clarity. He will enjoy short walks, long naps, and complaining about the youth. Monty's not a huge fan of children, dogs, cats, and visitors unless they bring cheese. Come meet Monty today and help bring him into his retirement home.
Finding your forever friend is easy. Just visit the shelter's website or scan the QR code. When you adopt, be sure you mention the adoption show to get a special gift from us. Because starting strong with your new pet, that's what we're here for. From coast to coast, we've met so many amazing people making a difference. This week, we're shining the spotlight on someone whose work is truly saving lives.
Cassie Davidson. I'm the Vice President of Marketing, Communications, and Public Relations. I think that the heart of the Humane Society of North Texas is that we are so community-centric. We have so many programs that support senior citizens keeping their pets in their homes, low-cost vaccine and spay and neuter clinics. We truly are a resource not only to our community, but also to local shelters. We are a shelter partner. We are the oldest animal welfare nonprofit here in North Texas. We are not connected to the larger organizations or any others, but we do have additional locations. And we are also in the community 6 days a week with our partner PetSmart stores. We have a team of trained behaviorists who are working with our pets on a daily basis. It's enrichment. It's making sure they understand that humans can be trusted. So we evaluate and we medicate if necessary, and then we begin working with these pets on a daily basis. When an animal comes in from a cruelty situation, it is all hands on deck. It's not just a handful of people, it is multiple departments, from behavior trainers to cruelty investigations, communications, even marketing, to help us secure funds for continued care. What is the biggest challenge that is occurring here in Texas, and why is pet overpopulation, why is it so prominent, why is it so prevalent here in Texas? Unfortunately, we don't have the resources to provide endless spay and neuter services, and some people don't understand the power behind spaying and neutering a pet, how it can actually save countless lives. Our volunteers are the heartbeat of our organization. If we didn't have volunteers, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. We wouldn't be able to extend ourselves in the community in the capacity that we do if we did not have the dedication of consistent volunteers and emergency fosters, short-term fosters, long-term fosters who step up on a continual basis to make sure that all the little lives coming through those doors are taken care of. What are the misconceptions of shelter pets as a whole? I think that the most common misconception is that they're broken, that there's something wrong with them. That's why they were surrendered. That's why they're in an animal shelter, is they've got to have something that would cause them to not be lovable or worthy of being in a home, and that is the furthest from the truth. Every single pet is evaluated. Maybe it's a dog that comes in and is a little bit more reserved, and they need time to just become familiar with the environment, the new smells, all the other dogs in the area. Maybe it's a cat that, they've been free roaming and now they're in a kennel. So there may be a cat that's ready for a home immediately, that's pawing at you through the kennel. There may be a dog that's wagging his tail and just, happy-go-lucky and just ready for his next chapter of life. But we evaluate this on a daily basis to make sure that all the pets in our care are making progress. I absolutely love, it is probably the best part of my job in communications and public relations, to have feedback and follow-up from the families. And they are so excited to share how Fluffy's doing, or how, their new pet, their newly adopted pet, is adjusting in their home. They like to share the personalities of the other pets that are in their home and how everybody is just commingling, and they send videos and photos. And we always post adoption stories to our social media, because our general community here in North Texas is just so incredible. If someone were watching and had never adopted or was considering adoption, I would say, why wait? What you don't know is that when you adopt, you're actually saving 2 lives. You're saving the life of the pet, and you're opening a kennel space for another pet to come into our shelter. I have never talked to an adopter who said, I wish I hadn't adopted. On the contrary, this pet saved my life. This pet brought me so much joy. This pet completes my family. I've been waiting for this pet my whole life. This is my soul dog. We hear these statements all the time. Don't be afraid to adopt. It really does make a difference.
PetSmart Charities believes in community. By collaborating with over 4,000 animal welfare organizations, they create a network of support, ensuring pets find loving homes. We're here with Allison Cornelius, the CEO of Greater Birmingham Humane Society.
Hey.
Thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Thanks for having us.
I know that you have probably tons of experience with shelter dogs and dogs and rescues and all of that. Can you tell me how you got started in all this?
I was hired in summer of 2014, and I didn't mean to get hired. I wasn't seeking this as a career. I was a consultant, a nonprofit board consultant, and I did a strategic plan for GBHS, and our state's pretty well known for some issues that happened with the state vet board. And I was brought in to fix that problem, and I came in to fix it and intended to go back to my company, and I stayed.
Wow.
So it was kind of a accidental second act in my life.
You guys have different programs through your Humane Society. Can you tell us a little bit more about them?
So we're one of the larger shelters in the country. We're 10th largest in animals coming into the actual shelter, which is a shame considering Birmingham's not that, we're not the 10th largest city in the United States. But GBHS runs animal care and control in an impoundment facility for 3 counties in Alabama: Jefferson, Walker, and St. Clair, and Pell City and Jasper City. We have a huge adoption placement transport program. We are also one of the larger disaster response units in the Southeast. Oh wow! For 5 states bordering the Gulf. And then our outreach and education program is probably one of the largest, I would say, in the country. We have about a 27,000 square foot warehouse that acts as a regional distribution center of pet food, pet supplies for the poor.
You guys have a lot of dogs coming in. Are you able to get them into homes as well?
I mean, we're going through a lot of what nationally the shelters are going through, which is about a 23 to 25% decrease in adoptions from pre-COVID time. It is very difficult for a southern shelter our size. The South is already mostly where our supply is coming from.
Yeah.
And without our transports up north going every single week and the fleet of transports we had, we wouldn't be able to save as many lives as we do. If we were just strictly relying on adoptions, we would be in trouble.
Right.
But we are doing off-site events. But to be honest, we know in the sheltering world that off-site adoption events, they're not as successful for a dog's chances as people coming into the shelter. I mean, you can take 18 or 20 dogs to an event, and you may get 2 or 3 adopted, and really people are coming to the shelter for that singular purpose.
Right.
So we love that outreach. We love to engage with the volunteers, and we get a lot of fosters and things that way. But as far as adoption goes, the best adoption outcome is going to be at the actual adoption center.
That's really interesting because I know that we're living in a very techie world, right? And we have the adoption show, and so we're trying to bring attention to so many different dogs that need adoption. So are you guys seeing that maybe there's a lack of connection with people seeing dogs online? And are there ways that maybe you think that people can try to connect with dogs maybe from a few states away, right?
Oh yeah. We have a lot of adopters that actually come and they see an animal online. Thank God for Adopt a Pet and some of the great technology we've seen. They will see a pet that appeals to them and they'll come and drive quite a ways.
Oh, that's
We've had
amazing.
people from South Carolina drive to pick it up. But I think as a whole, adopting and the whole rescue and shelter movement, we have not been able to figure out what we call the Amazon puppy. How do we compete with the online industry of selling dogs?
Yeah.
We don't have the technology and the talent, the whippersnappers and the cars for you to just go on and deliver it to Chicago.
Right.
I wish we did. That has really been something we've talked a lot about, the leaders of the bigger shelters, is how do we get in front of the public and talk about the features and the benefits of our animals, and compete with a purebred dog that you can actually go online tonight and buy, and it'll be at your house tomorrow. just like your Amazon package.
Yeah.
So it's a struggle because we want to meet our adopters and engage with them.
Right, of course. Yeah, I think that it's really good to, obviously, we're hoping that we can make that difference by showing all these amazing dogs and learning about humane societies like you. But I think that one thing maybe that's missing is a lot of people are afraid to maybe take that step.
Right.
And I wanted to ask you your experience with fostering, because I feel like that's an undervalued and overlooked thing. Can you tell us a little bit more about fostering and maybe ways that people are a little afraid to take that next step and how they can maybe consider fostering?
It is. I don't know why people are so nervous about it. I think they're scared they're going to fall in love with the animal and they're not going to have an out. But a responsible shelter that has a good partnership with fosters or with someone who's really trying an animal out to see if it fits with their house or their apartment or their trailer or whatever living circumstance they have, their tiny house. It's a great way to take that dog home and honestly try it out. And most of the shelters are not gonna, they're certainly not gonna judge you if you're like, this was not a good fit.
They've
had some people do that 5 or 6 times till they found the right dog. I think that's the best way of all.
Absolutely. I think shelters and rescues like you guys that are willing to support people along the way, you know, helping them find that right fit and giving them that support and everything that they need ahead of time. Well, thank you so much, man. This has been such a pleasure, and I really appreciate you chatting with me, and hopefully you guys will get a lot of dogs adopted really soon.
I hope so too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Adoption is a lifelong commitment. Before you fall for a cute face, make sure the dog's size, energy, and needs match your lifestyle. So let's go check out some more pups that are looking for their perfect match.
This is Pandora, a 5-year-old, 45-pound sweetheart who's looking for her forever home. Pandora was rescued from the Code Red list in 2024. She's come so far, from fighting illness to learning how to feel safe and confident in the world. She's put in the work and it shows. Pandora is crate trained, walks beautifully on leash, has recall, and can calmly join you on patios and at events. She's even treadmill and muzzle trained. What a rock star! She loves off-leash exploring, spring pole play, and just being with her person.
Meet Bonita, a bright, beautiful girl who's ready to fill your world with love, loyalty, and a whole lot of tail wags. With her stunning white coat, rosy pink ears and tummy, and those unforgettable blue eyes, Bonita turns heads everywhere she goes. But her real magic, it's in her heart. At just over 2 years old and 42 pounds, she's the perfect blend of playful energy and cozy companionship. Bonita is happiest doing life right alongside her people. Morning walk, she's ready. Afternoon toy time, count her in. Evening wind down on the couch, she'll be right at your feet, soaking up every moment. Bonita is the kind of dog who follows you from room to room, not because she has to, but because she wants to. And yes, she's absolutely a fan of giving sweet, happy kisses.
Asuka is a sweet 8-month-old girl who was surrendered sadly by her owner. He was very heartbroken, but he realized that he couldn't give her the time and attention that she needed. She is a high-energy puppy who is full of life and always ready to party. She loves people, gets along great with other dogs, and is super curious about the world around her. She's looking for an active home that can keep up with her, guide her, and help her grow into the amazing dog she's meant to be. If you're looking for the life of the party, then Asuka is your girl. Please adopt her and give her a loving home.
Pepper Pickle Bottoms is a soft, sweet soul who's been working hard to build her confidence and discover how wonderful the world can be. She's a gentle girl who prefers a calm pace and finds comfort in quiet moments, whether that's soaking up the sun, enjoying a favorite chew, or riding along as your co-pilot on errands. She does best with patient, kind humans who understand that trust takes time and that the most meaningful bonds grow slowly. With consistency, love, and encouragement, Pepper's personality truly shines, revealing a loyal companion who wants nothing more than to be close to her person. If you're looking for a devoted sidekick and are excited to celebrate every small win along the way, Pepper Pickle Bottom is ready to take that journey with you.
Meet Molly, a loyal adventure buddy who's always ready to be by your side. She absolutely adores her people and loves showing it through belly rub requests, long walks, and plenty of quality time together. Molly is happiest when she's out exploring or heading out for her next big walk. Molly would thrive in an active home where she can keep building confidence, stay engaged, and share lots of everyday adventures. If you're looking for a devoted companion who's equal parts fun and affectionate, Molly might just be your perfect match.
With so many amazing dogs out there, I'm sure one of them could be your new best friend. Now, let's get you set up for success with this week's adoption tip from A to Z.
F, fostering. Fostering is a life-saving bridge for many animals. It frees up shelter space, gives dogs a home environment to learn and heal and act like natural dogs. Even short-term fosters make a really long-term impact and are critical to the whole shelter community, especially for shy or medically needy pets.
As a groomer, one of the most common questions I get is, can I use my shampoo on my dog? The short answer is no. Dogs do have a different pH balance than humans do, and so we want to use pH-specific or dog-specific shampoo for them. Now, the type of shampoo you're going to use can vary based on coat type, could vary based on activity, if they have maybe an underlying health concern. And so what you typically, good average shampoo will have oatmeal, it'll have aloe, it'll have omega vitamins, things like that to keep the skin and coat healthy. But depending on your individual dog and their needs, I always recommend consulting a groomer just to see what those recommendations would be.
So many people ask the same questions when they think about adopting, and I get it. It's a really big decision, and that is why we have put together Adoption FAQ to help you feel confident and ready to adopt. All right, Dr. Courtney Campbell, how can adopters facilitate proper introductions, a happy household when they already have pets and they want to bring a new one home?
It is so challenging, right? Because you are bringing in a brand new family member, but you have these existing family members, and your dream is that everybody just gets along. But it doesn't always work like that. So my advice is patience is key. The slower, the better. I would facilitate supervised interactions, right? Don't just throw them together and hope that they get along. And then most importantly, make sure that you, as you're taking your time and the pace that is slow, is make sure you incorporate treats. They can go a long way and positive reinforcement. And of course, have a conversation with a trainer to make sure that everything goes as smooth as possible.
That's great.
Yes.
Fostering a pet is a temporary commitment unless, of course, you fall in love and decide to adopt, which is always encouraged. But it's really great because it comes in so many different shapes and sizes now. So whether you just want a buddy on your hike for the day and want to take a dog on a field trip, or you're in town for a weekend and you want to have a sleepover, that is considered fostering. There's also fostering that looks like just opening up your bathroom or a spare room for a mother that's nursing, or maybe some kittens that need to grow and make weight. And then of course there's the more traditional type of fostering that folks know, I think, which is, taking a dog from the shelter, maybe working with them on some behavior and training. But no matter what your situation is or who you are, there is absolutely a model of fostering that will work for you.
If you're thinking about adopting, now is the time. These dogs need homes, and you could be their hero. Scan the QR code, visit the shelter's site, and don't forget, we have a special thank you gift waiting for you. See you next week on The Adoption Show.